Hey guys, welcome back. With the stormy season officially here, it's time to really start thinking about backup power in case of an outage. I caught up with Jared Grifo about things to consider when looking at generators.
Now it's time for Open House, sponsored by Pyramid Heating and Cooling.
You know, here in the Pacific Northwest, when it comes to fall and winter, it is windstorm season for many of us. So I thought I'd give my friend Jared a call over at Electric Generators Direct. Welcome to Around the House Northwest, my friend.
Thanks for having me.
Great to talk with you, buddy. You guys are my generator experts out there. So it's like, you know, so many people out there. What happens when the power goes out? Let's have a discussion about it, because I know there's people out there even with little battery packs or even electric vehicles that they want to try to run their house with. Where do we even start?
That's a great question. So starting out, I mean, the big decision is deciding what way you want to power and what you want to power at the end of the day. Do we want to do a standby generator? Do we want to do a portable that you can just pull out, whenever you have an outage? Or, there's a lot going into that. We started selling like solar backup, where you have like a battery bank. Generac's doing it, a few other companies. Everybody knows the Tesla walls out there. And they're becoming a lot more popular. I would say that they're a little pricey in comparison to others, but there's more regulations coming out too. So certain generators, California unfortunately isn't going to have gasoline engines, so they may have to go with a standby or solar. So that's definitely where you want to start.
Nothing like having, in my house, I've got a portable generator where I, wired it into my panel so I can literally just open the garage door, kick it outside, and plug it into the side of the house, and then, manually change the breakers over, which, when I get lose power once or twice a year at most, for me, it does great. It gets the job done. But the problem is it's not like a standby where I don't have to worry about doing all of that. If I'm not home, a standby comes on and it's going to happen anyway. I don't have to worry about my food going bad because I'm out on vacation or something like that.
Yeah, that's the standbys have their place for sure. I mean, there's an expense that comes with them, but there's the convenience of it. An average generator install and everything nowadays, I mean, you're probably looking somewhere around $12,000 for a standby generator, turnkey, if you will, which doesn't always fit into everybody's budget. I mean, again, it's a convenience thing, but a portable generator can do almost just as much, as a standby. And you can sit there and, like you said, you pull it out of the garage, plug it in, flip on the breakers, and I can power pretty much most of my home, maybe not HVAC.
Yeah. I will say the one thing that I noticed, and I had we had a big ice storm a few years back, and so I had power out for multiple days, and so I think we were out for like 4 days at my house, which is kind of like what you see on the East Coast with hurricanes and things like that, multiple day stuff. But that's when the portable became a little bit of a hassle, because then I had to go find gas, because I didn't have 35 gallons of gas stored at my house for my generator to run those days.
Yeah. Well, what's fantastic is now the companies have been listening to what we're asking for, and now we have portable generators that are capable of running on gasoline, propane, and now natural gas. So if you have natural gas ran to your home, you can just tap right into it. A lot of them are coming with flexible fuel lines with quick disconnects. And you essentially have an unlimited source of fuel as long as they don't shut off the natural gas, which is pretty rare that they do that.
Yeah, you've got other issues when that happens as well.
Yeah, but, there's other things to worry about at that point.
Are the way to go, because on mine, I've got to have gas, and that's the limitation. Is now I'm going out to find fuel after. I've got enough for a day's run, but I don't have enough to run 4 or 5 days.
And it's hard to store gasoline. I mean, you're looking, nowadays with the ethanol content, 30 days, I think they say, switch it out.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a great thing to have those options with fuel, and a lot of them will run on all three.
It's smart. It's smart. I think I need to upgrade to natural gas because my meter's right close by to that. So I don't have an excuse, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I mean, the one thing I would caution people about is with kits to upgrade their generators. There's certain manufacturers out there, aftermarket companies that make them, and they're actually fantastic. there's a lot of things that people don't take into account. I mean, these are small air-cooled engines. You're going from gasoline, which I think burns around 500-600 degrees during combustion. So,
and that is a good tip, Jared. Thanks. And yeah, I've seen those kits online, and I was like, oh, that's an easy way to do it. But yeah, if the engine wasn't designed for that, it might bolt on, and it might run, but the lifespan of that is could be greatly reduced if you're not careful.
Definitely. Yeah. And changing the oil, the maintenance side.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's like anything else. It's like your car, everything else. You got to change the oil and make sure you got fresh fuel in it, because that's a big one.
Huge. Yeah.
All right. Jared, thanks for coming on today. Where do people find out more information about you guys? Because you guys have a ton of different brands and generators out there available.
Yeah, they can go online, electricgeneratorsdirect.com or powerequipmentdirect.com is one of our main sites. You can give us a call or shoot an email. I answer the emails personally, and I'm answering the phone there too. So if they have any questions on anything, feel free, give us a shout.
All right, Jared, thanks for coming on today, man. I appreciate it, and lots of great tips for everybody.
Thanks again.